So, as far as the impact of COVID, so with this job, I was hired, and then COVID slowed everything down because we went through a shutdown. And so that means anybody that wanted to work had to work from home. And so I didn't actually get started till after everything was kind of opened up slowly. So that was the impact for me. And plus, the impact personally is like wearing a mask. Sometimes it can be difficult for me because I have allergies, so that can be very difficult. Sometimes when I'm speaking, sometimes if I'm speaking to like a class or something, that can impede my speaking, so people might not understand. So sometimes I have to lower my mask so people understand what I'm saying, what I'm trying to communicate to them. You get used to it after a while, but at first it can be sometimes irritating, but you get used to it after a while after you've worn it so many times. It's kind of repetition. The job I have right now is self-determination instructor here at Easter Seals Midwest. I am one of we have two self-determination instructors. I'm one of them. What we do is we teach two classes here at Easter Seals Midwest. One's called My Life, My Rights. The other one is called Self-Determination Leadership. It was supposed to start in March. Got delayed because of COVID, because everything went to shut down. Then get start back up in June. In general, the virus, it left a lot of people with a lot of questions like, how long are we going to be shut down? I remember always asking my mom, are we going to be shut down for a long time? And she was like, I don't know. I remember listening to a couple podcasts from people talking about, so I have cousins that live over in Italy. And Italy was one of the countries that got hit very hard by COVID. And one of my cousins got interviewed. And he was talking about how that could affect us. And how they had to shut down in Italy because their cases were getting very high. I felt a little bit nervous, kind of not unsure of like how long. I felt like if I stayed at the house for any length of time, I was going to get bored because it felt like I wasn't going out in the community as much and not being involved in like I do Special Olympics. And so that was held off. And so I wasn't as active as I wanted to be. So I had to find some other ways to accommodate for that. I did like video games. I go outside, maybe jog a little bit. Maybe swim. I have a pool in my backyard. I swim in the pool. So we just found other ways to accommodate for it. Just over social media. When it started to open up just a little bit, every once in a while we go out friends, but not much. So it was like every time they got to a next step of opening, we just tried to meet as good as we could as possible. I feel like it's a little bit different now. Things are more open than they used to be. You know, with the new variant, the Delta variant, we're still unsure if that's going to shut everything down again or not. I don't think it is, but you never know with COVID how fast it can spread, and how like even vaccinated people have gotten this virus. But supposedly it's supposed to take it down to a cold level so where you can fight it better. And so I'm hoping, and they're saying they're supposed to come out with a booster. I'm hoping they come up with a booster really quick so we can better fight this virus and get things eventually back to some degree of normal reality. Yes. Well, I'm back to doing Special Olympics, flag football now, so maybe we'll hang out with friends that way. And every once in a while I'll catch up with like cousins and other family friends versus before I couldn't do that in person. I feel fine. I've handled it quite well. I feel like I've accommodated for it as the best to my ability. I feel like I've done really well. I feel it'll help me move it forward knowing I can make these big adjustments because with me, I don't like changes in my schedule a whole lot because as a person with autism, I don't like when things are adjusted at the last minute. So for me, I've learned that I can handle things better because COVID really taught me that anything can change between now and whenever. So I feel like I've really learned to adjust in a big way. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like calm because now I know I can handle those situations. Yeah, I remember how I can adjust and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, as an instructor. Yes. So now I teach people about their rights and stuff. And so we were able to adjust with every setting that we had to go to, because we teach in a lot of places here in St. Louis. So each place has a different setting. What you got to do is learn to adapt to that setting, to evolve in that setting, so you can teach the material. It helped to me to adapt to changes better in general, so I can be better equipped to make those changes. Go with the flow, yeah.